It's been a minute, and today I really want to dive into resentment and understanding how resentment plays into self-loathing and also causes us to project internalized emotions and trauma onto other people. Resentment is an awakening, a conscious awakening moment that brings you opportunities to turn internalized pain into purposeful relationship with yourself. And not knowing how to handle resentment will lead you to project your pain on other people, to inflict pain on other people, to cause harm to yourself and others in life's journey. Resentment happens when we have an internalized pain from unrealistic expectations that were never met. I'll give two examples to help you understand this. The first one is in a relationship. You have expectations that a partner will meet certain needs, and the partner is not executing the plan that you had created from the narratives in your head about how the relationship should go. And so you start to resent the partner who knows nothing about what you have going on internally. And it begins to turn into self-loathing, because the more you don't get what you want, the more you resent the partner. But it's not really resenting the partner, it's resenting yourself for not getting the results that you were expecting. And resentment, like I said, is self-loathing. So you start to hate yourself for expecting somebody to fulfill something, and because they're not fulfilling it, you continue to project what you're going through internally, but you're not dealing with, onto them, and that causes conflicts in relationships. The second example is the workplace. Take, for example, you're a leader in the workplace and you have a subordinate that comes on board who is more educated than you are, and because you already have some self-loathing moments with yourself, you already have some internalized emotional pain or trauma going on. Once that person, and you have the desire to be where this person is, where your subordinate is, the more the subordinate brings you suggestions or recommendations that make you feel awakened to the things that you're missing in your life, the more you want to inflict pain on them, the more you want to demote them, the more you want to demoralize them, and the more you continue to feel the urge to just have this suppressing moment on that person's life. But the question to you is, when you're doing all of this, how does it benefit you? The truth about resentment is, if you're not getting the conscious awareness, you're bringing more pain to yourself and bringing pain onto others in the moment. And so what you discover is the pain just continues to go on, and people that are in the same boat with you, going through similar experience, will also come to collaborate with you, because misery loves company. And so you continue to just pass on everything that you're internalizing, everything that you're not taking a moment to sit and understand and gain a conscious awareness about, onto other people. You may end one relationship and you go into another one, and it's the same thing happening again, and you keep repeating the patterns and cycles, and it becomes a lifestyle. Same thing with the leader who goes on and on and on. Nothing changes. You create a toxic work environment for other people and nobody's thriving. But until you come home to yourself and sit with yourself and say, what exactly is leading to this? These people that are coming into your lives are bringing a conscious awakening so that you can learn from them. It's so easy to not let our ego take over and to say, in this humbling moment that I'm gaining a conscious awareness, let me ask for help. Let me ask for help from this person that is bringing me this awakening moment. And I say, what can I learn from you? In that humbling moment, you not only discover how to turn your weaknesses into strengths, but you also learn something new about yourself that you never knew. But if you miss that opportunity, guess what? You will continue to be in a place of pain and accumulate trauma like you're building layers of onions, and nothing ever goes away. So today, my challenge to you is, before you resent other people, look at yourself and write down the things that you loathe about yourself, because resentment is self-loathing. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. It doesn't have anything to do with what the other person is doing or saying. It has everything to do with the narratives that you've created within. How are those narratives helping you get better? That's one question you need to ask yourself. How are you discovering yourself when you're self-loathing and projecting onto other people? You can't. Until you sit down and say, what is it that you don't like about yourself? Journal those things down. How can you turn those things into lessons learned and gaining awareness and knowledge about yourself, so that you can turn the knowledge into wisdom and become better, not remain bitter, and then forge ahead in your journey in life, turning those obstacles into stepping stones towards your own greatness. Because without doing that, guess what? Your pain continues to build up, and they become a rock, because now you have awakened fear and ego. When people say things, it triggers you. That's your ego trying to be on the defensive side. That is fear being awakened. How are you turning those opportunities into stepping stones for your own greatness? Remember, no one can inflict pain on you except you choose to accept pain as your only option. Let me say that again. No one can bring pain on you except you choose to accept pain as your only option. And when you're accepting pain and becoming resentful, it means you're not ready to learn. It means you're not ready to evolve. It means you're not ready to thrive. You're only going to stay in survival mode and continue to build unhealthy coping mechanisms that don't help you learn about yourself, that don't help you discover your true self. And you only remain in a place where you don't belong, with this bondage. And remember, you can't love yourself from a place of bondage. You can't love yourself from a place of pain. Pain and love cannot coexist, because love always overcomes pain. And if you really want to change your life and turn your pain into purposeful living, then you will choose to see opportunities that people will bring to you and gain a conscious awareness and change your life for the better, not the bitter. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living. When you stop living, it means that you're dead and it's time to go back to the maker. But while you're still here, turn your resentment and self-loathing into self-love and empower yourself to discover your true self and become better in life's journey. Take good care. God bless. Bye-bye.